In this video, we will show you how to speed up your PC in minutes. So let's get to it. Speeding up your PC in minutes will depend a lot on your hardware characteristics, the type of processor you have, the amount of RAM, the operating system, but more than anything, it will also depend a lot on your habits within the system. So there is no specific magic formula to speed up your PC, but rather tips that we can give you so that you can develop habits that help your system run as smoothly as possible. The first of these has to do with the maintenance of your system files. So from time to time, it's important that you clean up and delete unnecessary files on your operating system. Since when you have a full hard drive like the one you see on the screen, and the bar is already showing in red, this means there is a problem due to the lack of space on your disk. So what you have to do is browse through each of the folders and permanently delete the photos, videos, or any downloads you have there that you are no longer going to use. Or alternatively, if you do not want to get rid of this information, you should move it to a backup drive. As in the case of this computer, we have 2 backup drives. So this is a process that you have to take care of yourself, since only you know the importance of the files on your computer. The second step has to do with the maintenance of your software. In this case, browsers generally use a cache memory and a history that takes up space on your computer. At least once a week, you should perform maintenance on your browsers. You can do this by tapping on the 3 dots icon at the top right, and then accessing the history section. Here you can see that there is a huge amount of pages that we have been visiting in recent days and that we have to delete to free up some space on our disk as well. So we have to go to the privacy and security section, and then we will have to go to the clear browsing data section. Here we have to choose what it is that we want to delete. If we want to delete the browsing history, cookies, cache, and download history. We also have to choose at the top the time period from which we want to delete our history. For example, if we navigate from one tab to another, we will be able to see that the amount of cookies and browsing history will change. We can delete this history for all time, or also the last 15 minutes, the last hour, or the last 24 hours. It is generally recommended to delete the history for all time so that it can really have a significant effect on your browser. However, as a consequence of this, you will have to log back into all your accounts that you previously had open in this browser. For example, you would have to log back into Gmail, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever site you were logged into. Once you have cleared your browser history, we also recommend performing the following action. Press the start icon of your system, and now you are going to write the word run. Then open the run application so that this small window opens. Here you are going to write %temp%. Then you are going to press accept, and this will open the temporary folder of your operating system. You can delete these files without any problem since they are temporary files that your computer has used in recent days to be able to function well. So to choose them all, you just have to touch one of them and then press the Control and E keys at the same time, and they will all be selected. Then press the delete key, and all these files will begin to be deleted. There will be some that will not be deleted because they are currently being used, and we can skip these, as is the case. So we press here, do this for all current items, and skip. If you are observant, we initially had more than 2,400 files, and now we only have 72 files left that are in use. Therefore, they cannot be deleted at this moment. We can now close this, and now we are going to delete all these files from our recycle bin. So we open the recycle bin and tap on the top button that says empty recycle bin. Confirm, and that is it. We have already gained some more space on our disk. We close this window and open our run window again. We tap on start and type run. Once we open our run window, we delete the command we had previously written, and now we write misconfig with a G at the end. Tap the accept button, and a window will open where we have to go to the startup tab. Then we will have to tap on the startup tab, and here we are going to open the task manager. Another window will open, and here we will have to go to the startup apps section. These are applications that start automatically when we turn on our computer. So here we will have to go selecting which are the applications that we really need to load when the operating system opens. For example, if I'm going to turn on my computer, it is not necessarily to play a Riot Games game, so I can disable this Vanguard task without any problem. So my operating system is not going to consume resources running Vanguard if I'm not going to use any game. To disable it, I simply right click on it and press disable. This will not delete the application or anything like that, but will prevent this application from running at the time of starting Windows. So we are also going to disable Discord, we are going to disable Riot Client, we are going to disable the VPN, and this Android emulator. You will have to go disabling all the ones you are not going to use because this will vary depending on the programs you have installed on your computer. So this selection will depend on you. But what you do have to do is not touch those programs that you know or believe have something to do with the operating system. Once you have done this, you can close this window, press OK, and you will have to restart your computer for these changes to take effect. But we assure you that with these simple and short steps, you will surely manage to make your PC run much faster. And this is where our video ends on this occasion. We hope it has been useful for you. If it was, leave us a comment, a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notifications bell so you do not miss any of the upcoming videos that we will bring for you. Until next time.